this weekend, long weekend, but there's so much drama on the Tuas Link. Did you actually see the videos going around?
So it was an amusement. I watch it, it's like, my God, this is really happening. Can someone really do that? And I think this is the first time I saw something like that happening in Singapore.
It wasn't
Or
in
at least-
Singapore. It was on the
No,
Tuas
at least
Link.
on Singapore, with Singapore drivers. We have so much anger and rage. Should we have lesser of it?
No, I think there's also a couple more videos. There's one where the lady was kicking the car and then the driver came out to slap her. And then
It's not the same. It's not the same event, lah.
I know, but there's been a lot of this kind of anger, pent up stress. I think last year or a few years back, there was a cyclist who hammered the lorry's mirror, and the lorry driver just swiped him off the road. Yeah. So I think it's not new. I mean, we have it in Singapore quite often nowadays. But the key issue now is why. Is it because we have more cameras? People are filming, that's why we get to see it, or is it a new phenomenon? That we are experiencing?
I think we all have good cameras in our hands and we have good access towards the internet. We all want to load up proof that we are the innocent one, or we are the first person to show that this thing is happening. But my question will be, does it hurt if one car overtake you? I think it doesn't hurt. It's not a matter of life and death.
I mean, it doesn't hurt, but it is a matter of principle, maybe. If the rules is this, why are you breaking the rules and coming into my lane? You should be following the rules. So why am I supposed to give in to you when you want to break the rules?
But if I were to be an experienced driver or a smart driver, you would go where the flows are faster, where the car moves better. If you're a good smart driver, you just switch and move in when you see opportunities and gaps, right?
But whenever you do that, you cause a car behind you to slow down. Why don't you just stick in your lane?
It's not moving.
Wait,
No, I think there must be the reason why there are lanes, because you are allowed to move, to overtake and slow down, but we will always go with the lanes that's moving.
I think the mindset that I think some older people have always told me, in Singapore you can rush, you can speed, you can go 100, 150, but you will just meet the next traffic light and another car that you overtake will just come by and catch up with you. So is it worth that rush? That's the question I want to
Is it
ask
okay
also.
not to allow someone to overtake you? I think it's just a car. It doesn't hurt you. You will not even lose 5 minutes.
If the person signals, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about communication, right? You signal means you show signal that you want to come in. But if the other driver wouldn't allow, then who will be at fault? I already tell you that I want to come in. Shouldn't you allow it?
So it's more of driving etiquette, driving consideration.
Yeah.
But driving aside, this woman has committed so many illegal moves on the road. Firstly, you're not supposed to get off the car when you're on the Tuas Link. Not supposed to walk over to the checkpoint when you're on the Tuas Link. Secondly, she's just standing in front of a moving car, trying to stop the car just to make her point, causing a traffic jam, causing a nuisance of herself. And then she broke somebody else's property by pulling off the number plate, gesturing with bad signs. There's
I'm
just
not
so many
talking about
laws.
just the lady. I'm talking about the family members also.
Okay, wait. She's not a lady. She's a woman. Okay, we don't know that she's a lady.
Okay, I was trying to be polite.
Yeah, no, but I think there are many issues. Firstly, you have the fact that she broke the laws. And trying to impose her view that she's right. You saw the video, there's a smirk on her face. I mean, you get this everywhere. There are these kind of individuals at the workplace, on the streets, in the train, you know. So my question is, why are they such people? What gives them that impression, that mindset, that they are one above the rest of us? You know, I mean, you have to have a certain personality, a certain viewpoint to
Or-
behave in that way.
Yeah, or it's how you are raised. It's all about your environment. When you
Mm.
think that you're better than the other person, it all boils back to how you are raised and how what kind of energies you have within your environment. If you're not tolerant, then you're not tolerant.
And
Just
you
look at her son.
yeah,
He's acting exactly
Exactly.
the same way as his mother.
yeah.
So
So now, this woman claims innocence that she's being harassed on the internet. She received threats over the internet and she's being so stressed out. And she lodged a police report because she has been scared of her lives.
I mean, the key thing for me is if you dare to talk, you dare to act tough, you have to bear the repercussions, you know, because what you give is what you get back. You know? Yeah. So
you
I'm
make
quite
the bed,
surprised.
you lie in it.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that she's claiming innocence.
She has not left home for 2 days. So she's like all worried that she might be harmed by almost 100 over people that harassed her over the internet. So I go like, but you were the one who started the offensive first. You become angry, right? Accidents happen everywhere. It's either you resolve it or you don't. When you don't resolve your accident, what will happen? The insurance come and take over. And that's it. So the moment you start hitting somebody, then it becomes a crime. Now, did she commit a crime for being angry? Is it a crime to switch lanes on the road or on a busy road? Is it a crime? If I have communicated correctly, is it wrong for me to go into your lane? So that's the question, right?
I think that's when, I mean, we always been brought up when you're angry, when you're hot, don't do, just keep quiet, don't do silly things because you will regret it because you lose control over your sensibility, over your actions. I think she lost it lah.
I'm just glad that the driver from the
Black Alpha.
Yeah,
the Black Alpha did not leave the vehicle and do something to her. Imagine if that happens. That's another crime committed from the other party.
I think his family pulled him back lah. His family.
And so it all talk about values, right? If someone in the red Kia car got so angry, then somebody say, "No, ma, it's okay. You know, we resolved it. Let's talk like a gentleman. You know, it's just a scratch. He pays for the painting, and we are done. Anyway, we're all going back to Singapore from a holiday. Why must we ruin it at the end, at the tail end of it?" But none in that family gravitates towards kindness. Now that's scary.
Yeah.
But if you look at the reflection of the bigger picture, are we really angry bunch of people? Are
It
we not
appears like-
are we not forgiving?
That appears so, huh?
Are we so mad?
I mean, it appears so, but there are many reasons. But I want to ask one question to interrupt. Sometimes these people needs to be put in their place. My question is, who is the right person or entity to put them in their place? Because they will never learn. These self-entitled individuals will never learn.
So I think the public court, we just mentioned about this just last week. When the netizens punish you, then you become so afraid of going out. Would you do again? Knowing that every car has a dash cam.
I really don't know about this woman.
Yeah.
But then again, is the court of public opinion the right court? You know, is there a societal court, for example, that we can take small claims. There are small claims court that we can take anyone to. Should there be a societal court
For disputes.
for behaviour? for this kind of bullying, this kind of behavior? I mean, is there? I don't know. Or should there be?
So far, no, unless it crosses the crime line, then you get your rehabilitation after that. But before the crime is committed, or if there is no crime, then it's hard to tell, because you have no right to tell me what to do with my life. This is how I'm being brought up, and as long as I don't hurt anyone, then what's your issue?
So you're saying that a bully can bully if the bully is smart enough to bully within the law?
If he's smart enough to dribble and play, he will never get caught. But then again, there will always be somebody who will step forward. Now that's when he faces challenge.
I mean, step for the whack the fella.
No.
Defense.
Oh.
Step forward, probably with evidence like
Oh, okay.
video.
Yeah.
And my question is, there's cameras everywhere.
Mm.
We have become a society where, dare I say, Big Brother is watching. Wherever you turn, there's a camera. There's a camera on your lamppost. There's a camera to catch people speeding, beating the red light. There's a camera in the lift to catch people from peeing in the lift. And it's camera everywhere. The police are wearing body cams. You have your smartphones. There's the in-vehicle camera unit. Then why do you misbehave? Because you know that you'll be caught. You'll be caught doing something really embarrassing, bad. So why do it? Are you so angry that you've gone blind, you've gone stupid to act the way you did?
So it's like, I mean, I know we created all this. It's because of our human nature. Why do we need a camera to be there before we behave? It's just quite sad that we have become like that. We don't follow laws. If there's an ambulance, do cars naturally gravitate and give space? We don't have. So it's a little bit sad that society has grown into that kind of society.
We have not matured in that sense. But then again, the world is a colorful place. Not everybody is kind. We need all these people with all this aggression and all this unkindness that would balance it, right? So if there is a need for proof, how do you prove yourself? So camera is the best way to do it. Else will be just words against words. Somebody will play victim. If you speak well enough, you can speak in a manner where you sounded like a victim, people would believe you. But when there is a cam, so the camera shows that whether you're photogenic and you're not, whether you're angry and you're not. So that will tell. And I think the netizens will just be on the good side of people. They can detect victims. So
are you sure?
They can, but that doesn't. Okay, they can detect victims, but it is not necessarily guided by what law would be.
So
right?
You're saying that in society now we have a group of people who don't know how to behave, get angry, show temper, road rage. But in that same society, there are people who can discern such behavior as right or wrong, and then decide what kind of action collectively or individually that they should apply to that person that misbehaved.
I think you take a few steps forward already. It's something which is not defined. It's like there are good people, there are bad people, then there are people who become the judge of it and say, okay, I think he's wrong, so let's harass this. Now, it's wrong to harass, but you can't control these people from doxing her because you don't know who.
I think you do. Actually,
If you
do the CSI to see who started the doxing first, you do know who started it.
So if it's gonna be a crime, then it will be a crime.
I think what will happen is someone is going to make a mistake, threaten her, and then that person will then get into trouble.
Now, at the end of the day, is she a victim?
I think at the end of the day, she made herself become a victim. You
I
see?
agree.
It's not like, okay, she's the bully. Now, this bully is being surrounded by the children in the playground, and they're pointing fingers and said, we know who your father is, we know who your mother is, and all that. So she had laid the foundation to make herself into a victim. See?
So I think the truth will prevail. Let us all be judged by that.
Then, now that the Malaysian police are investigating, I'm sure the Singapore police are also investigating. Do you think she'll give herself up, or she'll just go in a hole up in her house and...
They've already given their statements, so she would have gone to the police station.
No, she has yet to go and give a statement to the Malaysian police.
But
Yeah.
the Singapore police, she has.
But it happened in a foreign land.
Yes.
So where does the Singapore jurisdiction comes in?
So, we do not know where it comes in. But if we look at the whole issue, we should behave.
Whether or not you're in your own country.
So let's say I'm in her shoes. I've been aggrieved, I've been affected by this. What do I do? If the alpha hits my car.
Okay, so you exchange your numbers, you exchange your particulars, and say we settle this privately, and let's see how our insurance would settle this. But at the end of the day, since you langgar me, then you settle for it. That's how we all do it, right?
Yes, normally on the roads, that's how we do it.
But you notice we have not seen the video of the accident. Could the alpha had triggered something?
Like
Could.
what?
Maybe
We know that the left door got hit somehow, but we did not see it.
So there's a missing
Link.
piece of story that no one has ever seen. Okay, but so let's think back. We all would have behaved like her if something really triggered us. Or
It's a new car. I mean, a new car got scratched. Would you feel hurt? I would.
correct. You
Yeah.
know? So maybe the other driver says, no, I never hit you, you drive into me.
So it's a 50-50, right? So he inched forward, she refused to let him in, and they're all moving. Then she decided to just move forward and
Got
got
hit.
scratched. Then you got angry. Avoid the collision. Somebody must give in, right? I am not defending the Alpha driver either. He is also aggressive, passive aggressive, but somebody must give in. We need to have more kindness in us, kindness on the road. Does it hurt to let the car go or to let the car in? It doesn't hurt.
It's not a pound of flesh that you lose, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we need some AI technology
Yeah.
where there's breathalyzer, you're up to a certain level of alcohol, you can't drive. And maybe if your heart rate is beating at a high rate when you're angry, you can't drive also.
Maybe the government should develop that technology. The moment your heart rate goes up, then you stop.
Yeah.
So then you can't have girlfriends inside the car. Your heart rate will always go up.
But it's interesting. I think it's about controlling, maintaining your cool. It could be the temperature, it could be a hot day, I do not know.
Would you give in to the Alpha?
At what point? Trying to merge or after he hit my car?
When he wants to come into your lane, would you give in? Knowing that if you inch forward, you will get hit.
And if it's a new car, yeah, why not?
I would try to avoid any kind of accident at any point because it's so leceh to recover after that.
I think it would have been a miscalculation. Someone inching, expecting the other person, and I use the word expecting, and
See,
not being given away, and then
a senior driver versus an 18-year-old, which one has more raging hormones in him?
yeah.
Yeah, like that. So you need to have a sensible head when you are on the road, because you are with all other experienced drivers who knows how to dribble and play. Like an experienced footballer, they will dribble you out. They will makan you and pretend like they are innocent and they don't even look at you. So you just need to learn on how to get on the bigger playing field. Having a license, driving on the road is not enough. You need to learn on how people would behave on the road. Where do you give in? Where do you give up? Like that.
But if we take and look at it from a different plane, a different level, I sense a lot of spite in her. You know, the way she smirked, the way she waved everyone, that I want to punish you. I want to really hurt you, you know?
And let everyone through first.
Yeah, but it's that determination on her face and her actions to hurt you, which I think is quite serious, you know. To reach that level of anger and hatred, she can do a lot, no? You know, if she had like a gun, she would have shot the fella. If she had something, if it wasn't a guy, if it was some young punk in the car,
Or even a
Finish.
woman.
yeah, I think she would have pulled him out. I mean,
If it's someone younger, will step out of the car and get into a fight with her.
no, but I think she would have done a lot more.
No, let's say if the driver wasn't a guy, if the driver was a young woman, she would have dragged the woman out,
Yeah.
looking at the smirk on her face. Yes.
Yeah. She has gone beyond that level of reasoning, you know, which is quite sad.
So, I mean, let's not judge yet until the law decides. I just hope that people are kinder when they're on the road, and I think it's okay to be 30 seconds late, 1 minute late. You're not catching a plane. You're just going home. So don't worry about reaching home late. Worry about not going home at all.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Be careful. There are cameras everywhere. Whatever you
Yes.
do,
Big
road rage
Brother is watching.
or playing in the jacuzzi, be mindful. There are cameras everywhere.
Let's not get that, Kevin.